Hi, join me on the mat, lying on your back with your knees bent. Once you've positioned yourself, have the knees a good hip width apart, so you could easily put two of your fists between your knees. And then take a moment to turn your feet out towards the outside edges of your mat, and then to turn the feet in towards each other. And see if you can find me a middle ground where the feet are pointing too far forward. Can you get a sense of standing your ankle joint directly underneath your knee so your shin bone is completely vertical? Allow your arms to rest by your side and turn the palms to face up towards the ceiling. We'll take one shoulder bridge just to get you moving and get your mind focused. So as you exhale, roll the pelvis back towards the waistline end until you feel your lower back come into the floor. Take your time to peel your pelvis up from the floor, lower back from the floor, mid-ribs from the floor, until you're balanced somewhere up at the base of your shoulder blades. Bring your hands onto the front of your rib cage and slide them up towards your pelvis. If you feel like you're crashing down off the edge of the cliff to find the pelvis, your ribs have come too high too quickly. So I want you to drop your upper back down just another bone or so. Return your arms to the floor and now push your heels down and towards your toes until you get a little shunt up the mat. When you can feel that you're rooted onto your shoulder blades, keep your heels pushing away from you. But to counterbalance that, reach your knees forward. Can you feel how that just gave your pelvis a little bit of a lift? Now draw your tailbone towards the space between your knees and curl it up through the inner thighs toward the ceiling. Ideally, you're going to feel the back of the legs fire up, the front of the hips and thighs start to stretch. Take a breath in, exhale, and start to roll down. Then we're going to add into this the first movement to get your abdominals firing up. So interlace the fingers and bring the hands to the back of your head. Close your elbows comfortably in till you can just see the points of the elbows at the edge of your vision. Exhale as you roll back up into bridge, already digging the heels down and forward and feeling the weight come onto the base of your shoulder blades. Then extend your knees forward and press down into your big toe knuckles. Draw the pelvis more deeply into that tucked position. Then begin to roll down, and once you've put the next couple of back bones down, gradually begin to bring your head up as your spine comes down. At your lowest point, the lower back is into the floor and the pubic bone is up toward the ceiling. Now reverse that. Start to peel your spine off the floor and allow your head to go back down. I'll talk you through it one more time. So as you start to come down, head comes up. Almost you can watch your spine lowering. And when you feel the lower back really connected into the floor, at that point I want you to start the journey back up. Now can you work with your breath? Exhale as the head comes up and the spine comes down. Take a quick sip of air in at the bottom and then exhale as you come back up. Let's go one more time. Exhale as you roll down. Take a quick sip of air at the bottom and exhale to roll back up. And then leave your head on the floor and allow your lower back to come all the way down and settle into its natural resting position. Take your hands away as you bring your right knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers over the shin bone. Slide your left leg out to straight. Bring the right leg in. Give it a deep hug in and up towards you. And stretch your left leg away from you. And then switch the two legs over. Pull the left leg in and up. Can you feel how drawing it towards you more deeply is drawing the pelvis back toward the floor? Hold on to that as you extend the right leg and open up the hip and the thigh. Then from here, replace the left foot to the floor and bend your right knee. Interlace your fingers Bring them around the back of your head and let your thumbs run down the back of your neck. Elbows just comfortably forward. Exhale and bring your head up and forward. Now that you're in this position, could you roll your pelvis forward towards your heels, create a little arch in your lower back? Flick your eyes to the ceiling. Could you lift up 1/2 inch more to the ceiling till you feel that little tremble happen deep in your stomach muscles? Now look forward through your knees and draw the pelvis back into the tuck. Bring your right knee into your chest and clasp onto the shin or the back of the thigh and hug the leg into you. Lift your elbows high and wide. Now take your left leg and extend it out, sort of like a 45 degree, to where the wall and the ceiling meet. Exhale, draw the right leg into you as you deepen into the curl. Inhale and change the legs over. Pause there for the exhale as you hug one leg in, stretch the other leg out. Inhale, switch. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, stretch. One last time. Inhale, switch. And exhale, stretch. And then let everything come back and down. Then reinterlace your fingers, but maybe now just pause. Put them where you can see them and move all the fingers up one. So you use your arms and your shoulders a little differently this time around. It can take a moment to work that out for sure. And then bring your hands to the back of your head, thumbs running down the back of your neck. Now this time I really need you to set your elbows and not allow them to close in towards your head and open them away. So I want you to close your elbows in like you're holding a football between them. Lengthen your neck so your chin is angled to your chest. Exhale and draw your upper body up to the ceiling first and then forward to looking out through your knees. Now pause here, tip the pelvis forward, create your low back arch. Lift up another 1/2 inch to the ceiling and then draw the pelvis back into the tuck as you look out through your knees. From here, I want you to take your arms and hold on to the back of your legs. Can you exhale and curl forward just a hair more? Don't get too enthusiastic too soon. Then from here, you're going to take your hands to the back of your head. Feel that little shake in your stomach. Stay here, open your elbows and drop back a 1/2 inch. Close your elbows, exhale and come up deeper. Stay there. Open your elbows, don't fall back on me. Drop back a 1/2 inch. Close your elbows, exhale, curl up a little further. I know, let them open, don't fall back, don't fall back. And then slowly and with control, come back and down. You'll be thrilled to know we're going to take that one step further. So close your elbows in, fix your eyes on the ceiling, but draw your chin towards your chest. Exhale up and then forward. Now roll the pelvis forward, create that low back arch. Find me a little more of a lift upward. Now take the pelvis, roll it back till your low back is flat on the floor and then look forward. Reach your arms forward, grab something and just deepen into it a hair. Here's the hard part. Stay here as the hands go to the back of the head. Now I want you to twist to the right until you're resting on the outside edge of that right shoulder blade. Close your elbows, come back to center. Exhale, curl a 1/2 inch up and forward. Turn to the left and open your elbows. Close your elbows, come back to center. Lift a 1/2 inch forward. Turn to the right, open your elbows, close them. You can do it. Come back to center. Okay, hold here. Reach your arms forward, grab your legs, pull up just a little bit more in case you fell back. Interlace your fingers. Go over to the left, open your elbows. Last one each way, I promise. Come up to center, lift, twist to the right, open, close, come up to center, lift, twist to the left, open, come all the way down and stretch your legs out. Well done. Interlace the fingers, stretch your arms back, reach your toes forward. And then from here, bring your knees into your chest, hold on to the back of the legs and rock yourself up to seated. Once you're up in sitting, set the back of the heels to the floor, toes to the ceiling, knees and feet about a half a hip, I was going to say, that's even worse, about 2 fist distance apart. I don't know what that was about. And then hold on to the back of the thighs halfway. So I want you to dig your heels down and forward and push them a little away from you and then pull them a little towards you. Can you play with that for a couple of moments and just use your hands on the back of your thighs to feel how the muscles on the back of the leg are engaging? Pay attention to whether one is engaging more than the other. Is there one heel, one foot that's being a little sleepy, or maybe one foot that's maybe like this, a little more pointed, and the heel is not working as effectively? How many wrinkles in your ankles can you give me? The one place in your body you don't mind having wrinkles. All right, now push with your heels away from you and roll your pelvis back till your arm's length. Pause there. Now pull with your heels and draw yourself forward. Push down and away as you roll back and then pull them towards you to come forward. Push down and away, roll back, and then pull them to you to come forward. Now, if you can, extend the arms forward and go again. Push down and see if you could roll back almost to the top of your pelvis. Now draw the heels towards you and roll back up. Keep your eyes on the horizon as you push back. Pull with the heels to pull yourself forward. Exhale and roll back, maybe this time to your belly button. Quick breath of air in, exhale, roll up. This time maybe to the bottom of your rib cage. Take a breath in, exhale and roll up. One more time. Wherever you're going to, you're doing a great job. Just keep your eyes on the horizon, keep your back moving. Great. Now from here, when you come up to the top, turn onto one side, lengthen out your legs, extend the bottom arm and let your head rest on it. If you need to, you could pillow up between your head and your arm. If you have a shoulder issue, bring the arm forward and pillow the head this way. So once you're there, I want you to let both legs go out to long and straight. With your top leg, can you reach out through the heel and push the leg away and let it come back? So see how my top foot is going beyond my bottom foot and then I'm letting it come home. Can you feel how it's taking this top side of your pelvis, reaching it away, and underneath you, it's lifting your waist from the floor? So crucial if we're going to get deep into the muscles that shape your waist to really get this leg to extend out and away. Take your spare hand, put it on the floor in front of your belly button, and then outreach it. Use your hand to push the floor away from you. Bring up that top leg to the height of your pelvis and push out into the heel till you feel your bottom waistline lift. Here's the thing, don't lift the bottom ribs or we won't get into the abdominals so well. From here, bring the bottom leg to lift and lower, to lift and lower. Keep checking in with that top leg. Every time you pull the bottom one up, I need that top leg to push out and reach forward. Then notice if you might be starting to roll your pelvis back. Can you roll that top hip a little more forward so you sit more on the side of your thigh on the underneath leg? One more time. Now hold here and lower both legs. Reach them both away to lift and lower. The reach away is the key to really making sure your waist is actively helping you to bring the legs up and to lower them down. Last two. Last one. And let it release. From here, I want you to flip over onto your stomach and rest your head down onto your hands. Take a moment to separate the legs to hip width apart and then pay attention to the front of the body on the floor. So if you were lying on sand right now, would I have more of an impression of your rib cage than I would of your pelvis? If you're doing that, then the abdominals are not supporting you well enough for you to start moving your limbs around here. So I want you now to take your tailbone and reach it towards your heels and draw it slightly down toward the floor. What I want you to feel is that your rib cage lightens up against the floor and you feel how the abdominal wall begins to switch itself on. Can you maintain that as you allow one leg to lengthen and lift and lower it down? And then do the other leg and lower. You're going to keep going. So oftentimes people want to lift the leg super high because it looks more sexy to do that. Right now though, I want you to really understand how to be able to control the front of the body and the back of the body so that you're making good use of your leg muscles to lift your leg, and you're making good use of your abdominals and back muscles to control not sinking into your back and not stressing your lower back out. One more each way. And then when you're done with that, just make sure your right hand is placed on top of your left hand. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. From here, press the top of the feet in the floor, draw the tailbone down and under. Inhale as you bring your head up, looking down at the back of your hands, and then let that breath go. Check in with your tailbone, and now bring the right hand up to your forehead until none of your right arm is left on the floor. And then release down and change to the other side. Let your head come up first, neck long, gaze down, pelvis in position so your front is supporting your back, and then bring the back of your left hand to your head and bring yourself down. Let's do that one more time each way. Draw the pelvis under, shoulders down, head comes up, right arm floats up, and ideally there's really no change. There's no shift or sinking into your back and return to the floor. Same thing on the other side. And then your choice, you could repeat that one more time on each side, or this time as you bring the head up and pause, anchor into the tailbone tucking to bring both arms away from the floor, let them come down, and let your head come down. One more of whichever one you've chosen, whichever one is working best for you right now. And then let them come down and let you come down. Then turn over onto the other side. So legs lengthen out. One long straight line. Spare hand in front of your belly button. Slide your arm away to straight and then push the floor away from you. Reach that top leg longer than the bottom leg and let it go. So play with that a couple of times. Remember, we're looking for that subtle moment where your waistline picks up off the floor, but the ribs do not. Bring your top leg up, find the reach that's engaged your waist, and now the lower leg lifts and lowers, lifts and lowers. So the top leg has to stay actively reaching the whole entire time. Watch your shoulder on the supporting arm. Keep pushing the floor away to keep the shoulder down. One more time. Now lower both legs down. Reach both legs away to lift. So it's not the height that you're lifting that's important. It's whether you're collapsing into your waist. Last two. Last one. And let it release. Good job. All right, from here, press yourself up to sitting and then turn to face the short edge of your mat and extend your legs out to long and straight. Now, if it's stressful for you to sit like this, you could put something under your bum or you can bend your knees. I want you to point the toes up toward the ceiling and then bring your arms forward at shoulder height, plugging your shoulders back and down. Inhale as you grow tall. Exhale your chin onto your chest and dive through your arms as if you're going to bring your head to the floor between your knees. At your lowest point, can you push the heels away from you, pull the toes back, take another deep breath into the back of your rib cage and exhale fully. Keep going until there's not a drop of air left. Inhale, lower back returns, middle back, upper back. Once you're looking forward, take both arms to the ceiling, turn the palms in. Inhale as you stretch up. Let the ribs go forward, the chest go up, the gaze go up, and then come back to center, palms down. And one more time, exhale, chin on your chest, roll forward and down. At your lowest point, pause there. Draw the shoulder blades down, reach out through the heels. Deep breath into the back of your rib cage. And then exhale all the air out. Inhale and roll up, lower back, middle back, upper back, neck, gaze. Arms come up toward the ceiling. Inhale up, exhale, stretch up and back. And then let your arms come all the way down. Fold the legs in, bend your knees, round your back and let your head hug in. And take a final deep breath into your back. Exhale, let it go. Bring your gaze up. Good job. Well done. Hi, I hope you enjoyed working out with me. If you enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up button just below and comment in the comments section to let me know what you enjoyed about it. I read all of the comments and I do my best to reply. If you really enjoyed working out with me, click the subscribe button. That way you'll be notified every single time I post new content up on here. I look forward to working out with you again soon.